politics and geopolitics news.
Trump said he plans to impose a uniform tariff of 10 to 15% on imports from 150 countries around the world. The final decision has not yet been made, Trump said in an interview with Real America's Voice. India and the United Kingdom may soon sign a free trade agreement, according to the T agency. The idea that the Fed is independent of political pressure is a myth, and US stocks are likely to continue to rise in anticipation of an imminent rate cut. Morgan.
Financial and stock market news.
United Airlines Q2 25 earnings, revenue passenger miles, 70.09 billion estimated 70.81 billion, passenger revenue, $13.84 billion estimated $13.92 billion, operating revenue, $15.2 billion estimated $15.33b, adjusted EPS, $3.87 estimated $3.81. Alcoa just steps 39 cents versus $0.31 estimated. Revenue $3.02 billion versus $2.90 billion estimated. Sees Q3 $90 million tariff hit 2025 output unchanged. Crescat experts believe that the current strengthening of the US dollar is a short-term rebound within the framework of a major downward cycle that has begun, and that the dollar still has significant potential for further decline relative to major world currencies. Novartis Q2 2025 earnings, net sales, $14.05 billion estimated $14.04 billion, core EPS, $2.42 estimated $2.30. TSMC's Q2 2025 earnings exceeded forecasts. Net profit, $398.3 billion new Taiwan dollars versus estimated $377.9 billion new Taiwan dollars. Gross margin, 58.6% versus estimated 57.9%. High demand for AI chips continues to drive profit and margin growth. The company, almost 60% of the 775 companies listed on the Shenzhen Stock Exchange that published preliminary results for Q1 2025 show an improvement in net profit. Shanghai Securities News. Amid deflationary pressure in the country, Chinese authorities are calling for an end to price wars in the electric vehicle market, calling them irrational. Gas demand in Europe grew by 5.1% in Q1 2025. Eurozone. Consumer inflation CPI June. MONT equals plus 0.3%. UE equals plus 2%. Core CPI equals 2.3%. Yo. Citi now expects the ECB to cut interest rates in September and December. Swiss watch exports fell for the second consecutive month in June, mainly due to a significant decline in demand in the US, Japan, and Hong Kong, according to the Federation of the Swiss Watch Industry. Compound. Global central banks who is doing what with interest rates at the moment. The latest to lower its rate was the Central Bank of Indonesia. De Beers is facing a crisis due to the growth in production and sales of artificial diamonds and gemstones. WSJ. Currently, synthetic diamonds already account for more than a fifth of global sales of diamond jewelry, compared to less than 1% in 2016. General Electric Q2 2025 earnings. EPS $1.66, estimated $1.43, Rev. $10.15 billion, estimated $9.64 billion. The ECB will cut rates again this year, probably in September, according to analysts surveyed by Reuters. Abbott Q2 2025 earnings. EPS $1.26, estimated $1.25. Revenue $11.14 billion, estimated $11.06 billion. Shares of high fructose corn syrup manufacturer ADM fall after Trump's announcement that Coca-Cola has agreed to use real cane sugar. ADM equals minus 2.5%. BOFO. Trump pays close attention to market dynamics. USA. Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index July equals 15.9. USA. Initial jobless claims equals 221,000. USA. Retail sales June equals plus 0.6%. MOM. Uber invests $300 million in Lucid. Uber to launch robo-taxi in 2026. Lucid equals plus 30%. US gas. EIA requests equals plus 46 BCF. US. Cash receipts from duties in Trump's first term and now.
Crypto world news.
99% of all owners voted in favor of listing the WLFI crypto project token of the Trump family on exchanges. It rose to 30th place in the global asset ranking. CME Group has stated that it does not plan to launch products linked to meme coins due to their lack of real practical use. CME Group is considering launching round-the-clock trading in crypto instruments. SharpLink Gaming has purchased an additional 10,850 ETH for its balance sheet. Canada's Matador Technologies plans to purchase 1% of the total BTC supply by 2027. A bill has been introduced in France proposing a 5-year pilot project for BTC mining using surplus nuclear energy, with a potential annual revenue of $100,150 million. A bill has been introduced in France proposing a 5-year pilot project for BTC mining using surplus nuclear energy, with a potential annual revenue of $100,150 million. The total market capitalization of the cryptocurrency market has reached $4 trillion, equals a record high. On June 16, a record daily inflow plus $726 million was recorded in spot ETHs. Founder of Wintermute, one of the world's largest crypto market makers, there is almost no ETH left to sell on the Wintermute over-the-counter platform. The new Anti-Money Laundering Authority AMLA has warned crypto exchanges and crypto service providers about stricter compliance requirements that will come into force this month. Regulators will now be required to verify the beneficial owners and shareholders of crypto companies to ensure they are not involved in money laundering or terrorist financing. The new AML rules also prohibit the use of anonymous wallets and confidential coins, requiring crypto companies to provide the government with direct access to account data. South Korean lawmakers have stated that Upbit could be fined up to $183 trillion for kick policy violations and other offenses. Sailor's strategy market capitalization exceeded $127 billion, equals record. Update on the dynamics of changes in global M2 liquidity and the BTC exchange rate. So far, everything is going according to plan. The positive correlation remains. BTC is following global liquidity. If the correlation continues, new records are ahead. The graphs are constructed taking into account the lag of the BTC rate behind the dynamics of global M2 liquidity changes over 3 months. Biotechnology company WindTree Therapeutics plans to raise $200 million to purchase BNB for its balance sheet. WindTree Therapeutics equals plus 61%. The pump token fell by 23% in a few hours. This week, the head of the Pakistan Cryptocurrency Council and special advisor to the Prime Minister met with Salvador Nayib Bukele, President of El Salvador, to discuss the adoption of BTC into the country's system and strengthening ties in the cryptocurrency sphere. Approximately 60% of participants in the pump token presale sold or transferred their tokens to exchanges. Data from BitMEX. BitMy Miner has already accumulated $1 billion in ETH on its balance sheet. Semler Scientific purchased an additional 210 BTC for its balance sheet. Vulcan raised $500 million to purchase BTC for its balance sheet. VLCN equals plus 307%. Ethereum growth leader. Since the beginning of the week, the price of ETH has risen by more than 14% and broken through the key level of $3,400. Over the past 24 hours, ETH has become the growth leader. It is now 10% short of its 2025 high and needs to rise another 40% to break through the new ETH. DIT Origin to raise $500 million to buy Doge for balance sheet. DIT Origin equals plus 73%. DYDX conducts buyback. Buys DYDX tokens on the open market.